Back. I've decided I'm going to open up this radio hatch. I might as well detail this kit as much as possible. So I've done this before. You can make a right dog's ear of it if you like, because I don't know if you can actually keep this hatch and use it if you take it out, but we'll try it. What I have noticed on the kit itself is if you want to expose this area, you can see in there are pin marks on this fuselage wall. So there's pin mark there, pin mark there. I don't know if you can see them, but I'm sure you could if you tried. So I'm really sure you can't see these, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to take these pin marks out because I don't want to build it and put it together and then think, oh, I wish I'd have done those pin marks. So they're not that bad, to be fair. They just need a bit of a sand, I think. I don't think they're going to need filler. So we'll try that first, and I'll have to repaint this side again. So this is, I don't know what grade this sandpaper is, not P180. It's alright. I'll just give that a tickle to get rid of it. I won't know it's gone until yeah, I'll put a little bit of primer on it or something and see if it's there. I don't tend to use primer. I do use it, but I don't use it on fine objects anymore. I just tend to use, I sand it and clean it and polish it the best I can first. I just make sure it's clean, and then I paint it with the colour it's going to be, and see how it looks. And if it doesn't look quite right, I'll do this again. I find primer a bit cloggy, and some of the new primers that they've brought out these days, a lot of water-based ones and stuff, they spray lovely, but I tend to find they bung my airbrush up, and I spend more of my time cleaning the airbrush out than painted, so I don't like it, basically. So I try and avoid primer on small objects. I don't know, that's just me, I suppose. So, I don't know how this is looking on camera. I might have to fill this one, because this one looks a bit, I don't know, we'll see. I tend to go for the fingernail test and see if you can see a ridge or something. Anyway, I'm not going to film a lot of footage on me sanding a piece of plastic like this, because I think it's a bit boring. Or maybe I will, I don't know. Do you like to watch things like this? I don't want to naff that bulk in it. It's only a stringer and you're not going to see that much. Well, you will. But anyway, we'll so you can see that there's still a little ridge there, and I don't know what to do yet. I'll see. Do this side as well. But what I'm going to do for filming at the moment is just how to remove this hatch. I'm not too worried if I can't save the door, because I can make a new one. And I'm pretty sure this door would have more detail on the back of it. I haven't looked on my reference material yet. I've got a really good, it's a Spitfire manual on PDF. I'll put a link in it if I can find it. You have to download it, and it cost me £16 as a PDF, but it's got loads and loads of detailed drawings of this sort of thing, or detailed photographs if you like, and it gives you the thicknesses of all the metal and also everything you want to know about Spitfire. It doesn't show many pictures of things like guns and engines and stuff. It's mainly the airframe, but it's really good for this sort of thing. So yeah, I can look into that one. But how am I going to remove this? I'm going to try and describe it out. I think this is just a sharp pointy stick, and this could take a while, but or maybe not. You'll tell when you're getting through it, because it'll start to go white on this side. You remember the old Dymo label machines that you used to have, and when you crush metal it tends to go white. That's how they used to work. Well, that's the same for this stuff. It will go white. So we get in there. Yeah, see it's starting to go white there. I'm trying to keep this in camera, because I'll zoom in a little bit if I can. Is that any better? Whoops, knocking me light. It's a lot closer now, isn't it? So, right. I don't know how anybody else does this, to be fair. Oh. What have we got? See, white lines. Now it's technically, it's put a white line. I'm trying to get in camera again. There's a white line just on that hinge line there, isn't there? So this is going to be a lot of work. I can see it coming. But anyway, let's do it. I don't know how long this model's going to take to finish now. I mean, in the land of YouTube, I suppose anybody that comes along in a few years' time could see these videos and you know, just binge watch them, I suppose. If they're building a Spitfire, they think, oh yeah, that's really good, I like that, I can watch these videos in a few hours, but it might take me some months to do them. But I suppose that doesn't really matter, does it? This won't be much good for people that are building a Spitfire at the moment, because you'll outpace me, I guarantee it, because working out what I'm doing and filming them at the same time, I won't be able to keep up with somebody else building a Spitfire out of the box. But I'll try and introduce little bits that I think are most important to building the Spitfire kit. But I'm just putting in more detail with this one. So it's going to take longer, isn't it? What are we doing? No, we're not doing bad. It might punch out that, you know. Let's keep. Last time I did this, I tried to do it, I did it with a knife and I made a right mess of it. So, I don't know if you can see the point on this. Oh, focus how close, won't it? Can't get my hand around it. There you go. It's just basically, what is it, this thing? I can't remember what it's for. I don't know. One of these tools you find in drawers, isn't it, that you just accumulate over time. Amazon's a very dangerous thing, isn't it, these days? I tend to find, I'll be going on Amazon looking for something and you come across stuff that you think, oh, that'd be really good for modelling, and you're just like, oh, go on then, I'll have that, I'll try it. So I accumulate stuff that are, I think might be useful, but hey, they're not always, but it's worth a try, isn't it? Part of the adventure, as we say. So, how are we getting there? See, it's going lovely and like that. Look at that, eh? It's nearly gone. It's like the Channel Tunnel, isn't it? We're getting there, lads. So, let's keep going. I do hope this isn't boring to watch. I'm trying to keep it in camera. I've got a little monitor set next to me, or a big monitor actually. So I could have a smaller one in front of me really. Just so I can try and keep what I'm doing in camera. So I'm getting used to this video in business. I'm trying not to make them too polished, if you like. So, it takes an awful lot longer to do this if you do, and I don't like music on videos when I watch them. If somebody puts loads of horrible music on, I just mute it. So as much as I don't put intros on, because I don't want to do them because they take time, and I think they're pointless because they don't get to the point, do they? I mean, what do I need an intro video for? But again, I'm not knocking other people that want to do that. I won't be doing it. Short and well, not even short. Some of these, some videos could get quite long. I mean, this one could, couldn't it? Just describing this out of here and showing how it happens. I think Airfix must have thought this is how it should be done, to be fair, because they've recessed that panel on purpose, haven't they? So at what point can I start to push that out of there without tearing it? I don't think you can. So let's just keep going, shall we? I do apologise if it's boring, and I'm sure if you think it's boring you'll tune down by now. But maybe it's a bit of ASMR or whatever they call it, you know, when you get off and listening to crackly noises and stuff like that, and people chill out and what have you. There you go. Radio Hatch ASMR. What do you think? I think it's a new thing. Well, I think that's gone through there, look. It has, it's gone there, look. So we'll just keep doing that, shall we? It'll be the corners that the bit that hang on. I can't describe those as easily. Getting that. And what I'm going to do with this bit of footage is I'll probably save it. I'll tag it onto another video somewhere, but we'll see. I don't know yet. So that's really good, that. It's running down that track nicely. Ooh. We've got holes all around it. Let me see. It's nearly gone. I think it's through there. Whoop. Oh no, scribe blockage. Okay. Nearly there. Hang in there, lads. Oh, ladies, or whatever. When I put the seat in these I've not got a seat with me actually. Yeah, there's the seat. I'm just going to show you really quickly. So I'm quite chuffed with it. I did a little video on this actually, but it was about the glue I was using to do it, how to build up this detail on here. So when I put the seat in, I don't put the seat goes on this bulkhead here. And that's I'm going to try and make it. I've mentioned this before as well. I'll try and make it so that I can just take the seat out, because I think you can, I've tested it, you can get it in and out of the cockpit when it's finished. Now if you can do that, it means you open up a whole load of detail on the bottom of the fuselage, if you like, that you cannot see with the seating. So that's why I can, this is the current build of the, you can see it, yes. You can add more detail to the foot pedals and the joystick and everything, which you can't see when the seat's in, so there's no point putting it in, I don't think. Well, maybe you can actually see these bits, but anyway, I can put all the control cables in and stuff, and I'm going to try and detail the control panel as well, and put proper wires in, proper lines. There's 3 lines on there. I think it's for the guns and stuff like that, but instead of the moulded ones, I'm going to put in real wires and stuff, if I can. So if I can take the seating out, it's worth putting that detail in. If I can't, well, it probably wouldn't, but I'm going to do it anyway, just because I can, and I want to try it and see what it looks like. So yeah, we digress, but yeah, that's the plan with that one. So anyway, back to the scribey business. Can't be far off that now. I don't want to push it too fast, I don't want to tear it. It just makes yourself more work later on. You could go absolutely nuts with this kit and I don't know, where do you end, where do you stop with adding detail to these? Because 24th scale, obviously, I mean there are 1 or 2 kits out there now that's 18th scale. I think there's a Sabre you can get, and now I think they've done an Aviate-B or an Aviate Harrier. But they're massive, I mean, well they're not massive, they're massive for a static model. But I don't know, I think that's getting a bit far, going a bit far. So 24 scale, you've no excuse really to not add more detail to it, I don't think, because you can. I mean, some people can do incredible things with 48 scale. I can't, because I just don't want to, because it's too small for me. But, oh look at that, eh? Look at that. Can you see on camera? It's just nicely coming as that now. Just that edge there. So yeah, why not do it? I mean, I'm a bit, I don't know, is it just me that builds more than 1 kit of the same thing? I suppose it's only like doing a jigsaw twice, isn't it? I don't know. But if you enjoy the build and you like doing it, and you learn from that process and then do it again better, well, I don't see a problem with that. There's only so many 24 scale kits out there, isn't there really? They don't do a lot of them. And Airfix probably the pioneers in this scale. Trumpeter have done a few, and then I've got a Trumpeter Hurricane. You might have seen a couple of videos on that one. Different animal that kit. It's so easy to build. The detail in it is good, but you can't see any of it because you just can't. Well, you can't. I'll have to do a video on that one as well. But yeah, why not give it a go if you can? But I wouldn't recommend people do this on the first time they build a kit. Well, you could, but you'd be like me, wouldn't you? You'd end up spending forever building it, and it's like some people just like to get on with it, really. Don't. But it's an expensive hobby, is this? I've worked it out. I can go. I mean, I work full time, believe it or not, and when I'm not working, I'm doing this or I'm doing other things at home. But I'm quite efficient at building if I want to, and I can probably build a kit like this in a month easily. If I built it straight out of the box, I could do it in less than that, and make a reasonable job of it as well. Look at that, beautiful. That's just falling out. I'm not even going to try pushing that bit. I'm going to scrape the last bit. So there we go. One door removed. I reckon I can use that door because it's not chewed up and looks like the dogs had all it like the last one I did. So yeah, what was I saying now? I can't remember. Yeah, I can spend a month building this kit, and this cost me £77 or something. Once you add in paint, I reckon I can spend, I don't know how much can I spend on paint. Just on lacquer alone, on varnish alone, I can put 2 jars of varnish on the finished kit easily, and that's £5 just in varnish alone, isn't it? So by the time you've added materials, paint, everything else, you're looking at, I don't know, on this particular kit, straight out of the box, I could spend £80 to £90 on materials in the kit itself. Now, if you do that every month, add that up, it's £1,000 plus, isn't it, on kits? Which I suppose to some people that's not a lot of money, and to some it is. I don't want to get into that, but it's not a cheap hobby really. I've done other hobbies that are cheaper, but why not, instead of, again it's up to you, I mean, people buy kits, don't they, and they get it out of the box, and it's like they're like a kid at Christmas, they're like smashing it out, and they're just like on a mission to finish it, and it's, I don't do that anymore. I've done that. I've got really excited and I get in this mindset that I need to finish this. But I don't do that anymore because I look at every single part of the kit, like this seat in itself. This is not done by any means, by the way. I look at this seat, I'm trying to put it in camera again, as a model in itself. It's a model. It's a 24 scale model of a Spitfire seat. It doesn't have to be in the Spitfire to be a model, does it? And every part of the kit is a model in itself, so this cockpit itself is a model in itself, and it's a collection of models that all go together to make a complete thing. So I like to kind of forget about the end date. I don't worry about finishing it, because I will finish it, because it's nice to complete something and then move on. But I'm trying to remove that now, and I don't rush things anymore, because what I used to do, I'd get to the point where I was building the kit, and right at the very end I'd get a bit bored of it, because I don't know, you've been looking at this thing so long, you just become itchy to get on with something else and build something else, and it's like all the twiddly bits at the end, like undercarriage. I hated doing undercarriage. I just can't. Oh god, I've got to do the undercarriage now, and I've got to do the wheels, and so what I've started doing, I build things like this now before I get to the end, and I might even do the undercarriage first, or all the stuff I don't like doing, and I've started to enjoy doing them now because they're fresh in my mind, if you like, as part of the build, and I do a better job of it now. So it's kind of opened up the way I look at building models now. I don't worry about how long they're going to take and how long they're going to take to build. So I play a little bit and see what I can do with them. I've actually lost something. Oh, there it is. Look, it's like this. I haven't done a video on this. This insert here, can anybody see this? I hope you can. You're probably not going to focus on it, it's so small. These are the metal PE parts. I've inset it into the head, into the casting, because most people just stick them on. Another video to come on that one, but it looks tidy. It looks like it looks more realistic. But I've just jumped from one part to another to play with it and see if it works. So anyway, I'm waffling on. That's the radiator door hatch removed. Obviously it's going to need careful cleaning, so I don't want to damage these. Yeah, I'm not going to damage the edges. So I'm going to have to be very careful with that. Something I do need to address though, and I don't know yet, I haven't looked on the pictures, is if this edge here is as thick as that. Does it have an edge around it like this? Is it as thick as that? Well, I don't know, I haven't looked at that hatch. So yeah, but it'll go back in, won't it? It won't go back in because I think it hinges up. And it's fitted to the aeroplane. There's a hinge at the top and it sits open there with a strut on it, I'm assuming, to keep it open. Which will open up the opportunity then to see a lot more stuff in here, which is all good. How much more I don't know, but I never fitted the hatch under the one. I just bunged it back up again and filled it. So it's horrible. So I'm just going to put the sides in there. So yeah, we can see. I'm trying to get it on camera again. I can't get the camera in there at the moment. But I can tell that you can see a considerable amount more. In fact, the scary bit is that you'll be able to see down the fuselage as well. Airfix don't put an oxygen tank in this. I think I have it somewhere. I may be wrong about this. Don't quote me. But this is, I think it's the oxygen feed. I think that goes on there like that. I don't think it would just go there. I think that is an oxygen tank really, and I just don't think they've put it in. I need to do some research on that. Again, the video opportunities for this kit is endless, to be fair. So we'll see. Anyway, yeah, I'll probably release this as a complete video just on how to do that little hatch, because it's I don't know, it's an interesting way, and I think that's worked out quite well. I don't know if you agree or not, but it's come out quite well and it's come out quite clean. So yeah, when I'm off camera, I'm going to fill these little these sink marks, or whatever you call them. I'll make them all clean and tidy and stuff. And that is painted silver, believe it or not. I use flat aluminium, because if you look at pictures of old aeroplanes, you can't see them very easily, can you? Because they're all black and white. There are one or two crashed ones out there and stuff but this green could have been any colour. I mean, they used what they had available at the time, so that shade does vary. I just prefer this. I don't like the Tamiya green. It's too dark, so I mix that with just white and make it my colour. That's my signature colour, and it does vary from bottle to bottle, because I mix it once I run out and mix some more, so it might change, but it doesn't really matter. But I just prefer it to be a little bit paler than the Tamiya stuff. Yeah, and the silver is just flat aluminium Tamiya, and it seems to go on alright. I don't like it to look too shiny, because as I say on the pictures, they don't look like that to me. They're pretty dull. They're not shiny at all. I think it actually is painted aluminium. I don't think they'll leave it bare. I might be wrong again. Don't quote me. Correct me in the comments. So there we go, a little video on how to remove that hatch. It might be relevant to people building one at the moment, so I hope it helps you out. I'll catch you in a bit.